Starting day 2 of Race Gun Nationals. It is not as bright as it looks. Night vision goggle match. Day 2 at 7 a.m. and we're walking the stage by flashlight. Dark. Starting off day 2, a little slow, a little careful, but clean and not horrible. I'll take it. And there's that first thumb-induced stoppage. The dreaded double barrel unloaded start. I will have a magnet for this next year. Start was kind of jerky and slow, shot decent points, but I'm not sliding left as I should be to open targets. 1 for 1 on the little steel. This guy back up, open, big steel, but I double tapped it because it's a forward falling popper. Single there. Whoop, no, extra shot. Reload, a little tentative coming across, slid way down and got the alphas, but hey, second limited optics senior, I'll take it. I hate memory stages, and this was a good one. Thumb malfunction there, kind of tentative, moved like I got nowhere to be, shot okay, but not great, stuck to the plan, that was good. Decent reload coming in, now let's run backwards last position. And my first uncalled delta of the match. Last shot of the stage, vertical partial. Trying to get back on the horse after the stumble on the memory stage. Thought I had a nice little plan, found a way to shoot it from a couple 3 steps back. Shot decent points, and I had one of the 22-second times like the rest of the senior limited optics masters, and Todd smoked us by 2 seconds. I mean, I was second senior limited optics on the stage, and he still beat me by 13%. Todd's the man. Nervous coming into this one. I was the first shooter, so I jumped ahead and asked the squad ahead of me for a plan, which I modified slightly. I wasn't quite as aggressive or shooting on moves as I should have been, but I ended up with a good time. I think I had the second fastest time of any limited optics senior, and good points. Go in deep here, so when I come out, I'm pointing right at the barrel target that you have to carefully line up on for the Charlie Delta. Don't go in deep here. Shoot your points 1 for 1. Really disappointed in this finish to day 2. Got my thumbs up over the slide stop. Induced a malfunction. Lost where I was and really screwed up my timing for the last array. Loose on points, 4 seconds slow. Frustrating end to day 2 after I had started rolling. Okay. Golly, I look tired. After action report for day 2 Race Gun Nationals. We shot kind of the technical stuff today, although we have some real goofy shit tomorrow. We shot the double barrel unloaded start. Shot a couple of mystery stages, a couple of swinger stages. Overall, decent day. I felt like I shot a little slow. I shot about the same Alpha Charlie. I was clean today. I picked up 2 deltas. One was intentional, one was not. So the story on that is there was a position that had a barrel and then a partial target behind the barrel, and you could eliminate a position rather than go in deep and come back out. You could kind of go to the edge of the portal and shoot the CD line on this target rather than run forward and maybe get Alpha Charlie, because it was still a vertical slash on an amoeba. So I was first shooter on that stage, and thought I shot a pretty decent run, a little conservative. I took a delta there. Again, for a first run on a goofy memory stage, I shot okay. I was about 2 seconds off of Don. He really picked up the pace today, and he put 7 seconds on me today, which, you know, an open guy that's shooting good is supposed to. They can shoot on the move more, they can shoot more aggressively, and we were about tied. I'd have to run the math, but I bet we were about tied going into the last stage. He had a better run on the last stage than I did. I've been getting my big monkey hands when I come out of a load or come out of a position and smash my hands together for the load, I've been getting up on the slide. It's a bad habit. It's an old habit. It's a habit that happens only when I'm tired. Been getting up on the slide and causing hang-ups. And not a problem with malfunction as far as mechanical or ammunition or anything. It's just my big old monkey hands up on the slide. It's an old habit I'm trying to break. So I smoked the front half of this stage. I didn't smoke it, but I shot decent on the front half of this stage. Long mini popper around the side. Shoot this stuff, run forward as you reload, and you're going to shoot big popper, which is an activator for a wig-wag over the top. I'm going to shoot big popper and then clear some stuff and end up on that. And instead I shoot big popper, and when I go to start clearing, the gun didn't run because I had my hands up on it. So it took me a second of figure out where you are, fix it. I think I racked it just to clear it preemptively. And then I couldn't remember whether I'd shot a target or not. I got a little discombobulated. So that run probably cost me the 18 points that I lost today to Don, just in our own little grudge match. He put 7 seconds on me, but he had some stumbles here and there. I think he hacked a couple of no-shoots or something. So good shooting. He improved his speed and aggression a little bit. I hung in there and shot my plans. And even though there were a couple of goofy memory stages, which is not my specialty in any way, I don't even like them. In fact, I kind of hate them and I fear them. So on the two that I remember, on the two memory stages, I got out clean with 1 delta on each. One was intentional, one wasn't. The one that wasn't was another vertical partial amoeba at, say, 15, 16 yards. And I'm shooting at the center of the C zone, and I called 2C about that far apart, and it said I had CD about that far apart. So the second shot, I pulled way into the D and didn't realize it. So that's it's not great. It's not my favorite, but it's, other than the whiffs on steel, which I've had plenty, that's the only shot, or one of the only shots that haven't called where it was. I've been pretty confident in everything else. Good match, dusty match. Morning was interesting. You'll see it in the video, but it doesn't come across well because the camera adjusts and goes to real high ISO. It was dark. We get on the range and people are walking with flashlights to find targets. It was tough starting at 7:30 in the dark. I didn't get video of the guys with the open guns, but the big fireballs above their guns is photogenic. It's beautiful. Other than that, had a pretty good day. I'm tired. I got to find out how to recover and energize myself for tomorrow, because the goal for this entire little project has been to have a good third day and to really show up the third day and grind. So I haven't compared myself to the other guys, really. It's a monster field, and I'm not worried about where I finish because it's unrealistic to set those. And I've really, I've shot okay. I haven't shot great, but I've shot okay. Don and I having a good grudge match. He's in great shape. He's a runner, and I don't think he's going to fade. So if I can stay close to the same pace where I'm losing 20 points a day, and hanging with the guy that's shooting open major when I'm shooting LO minor, I'm doing all right. So tomorrow we shoot crazy shit like the wobble bridge and the strong hand only and the weak hand only. So we have some work left. It ain't over yet. But it's been a fun match. We met some good folks. We're on a great squad. We're on a really good squad of guys. Everybody works. Everybody's got a fun attitude. Bunch of different divisions, whereas a lot of the other squads are kind of homogenous in it's all LO or it's all open or it's all whatever, even PCT, I guess. We have a little bit of everybody. We even have a limited guy. So it's been a good experience. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, but I have some work left. So I'm gonna go to dinner and probably get a second nap and maybe a little swim, a little workout, something like that. So we shoot tomorrow afternoon to finish up, and then we go to the awards ceremony, and we fly out Monday. So, okay, so part 2 after dinner. I look a little less tired, but still pretty tired. Sort of my weird autistic skill is that I keep a pretty good sense of time
end of where I am. And I felt today like I was doing okay just versus Don, our little grudge match. And again, he's a solid open A, like right at the edge of finally making master, and he's shooting good. So if I'm shooting LO minor versus his open major, and I'm close to him, that's a good day. And I felt like I was right on him the whole day and maybe edging him out. And I was right. I checked the scores, and we shot 6 stages, and through 5 stages, I was right. I was within half a second of his time total, and I think I was 3 or 4 points ahead, something like that. And I said, man, I got my big monkey hands up on the slide, rolling into the last position, and really dogged the very last stage we shot today. And I don't like starting badly, but man, do I hate ending badly. And I ended badly today. And as we were driving him to dinner, I said, man, I felt like I had you covered. I felt like I was right there with you the whole day. And I said, man, you're up 18 for the day. I'll bet you I dropped 25 points the last stage. And I looked it up, and I dropped 22 and a half points the last stage. So, and oh, by the way, he had a really solid run, which didn't help me dogging it. I dogged it, and he had a good run, and the difference was 23 points. And he put 18 on me for the day. He really had some good runs. Don's shooting a good match. He had some runs that are very competitive in Open Senior, regardless of class. I started off pretty slow. Looking at the scores now, I hadn't looked at the scores earlier. Looking at the scores now, I started off slow and careful, and kind of sped up and got solid. And my best 2 stages were the 4th and 5th stages that we shot. And those are probably my best finishes, maybe for the match, but definitely for day 2. Some of the monsters haven't shot yet, so I'm not going to say I won this or I was 4th on that or anything. But in senior division, I had very competitive runs on the 4th and 5th stage we shot. And I feel like combination of things. One, that little malfunction, but then the brain fart of losing track of where I was. In short stage, like 25 round stage. So I really feel like it was a mismanagement of blood sugar. I've been working on that. Breakfast today was terrible. I didn't eat it, so I was kind of scrounging protein shake or a bar or something, and I let it get away from me. And I feel like the last stage was a combination of that. I shot okay on the front, and then when I induced that weird little malfunction, I rolled in the last position. I lost track of what to shoot because I wasn't where I expected to be with a certain amount of stuff left. The rest of the day went, fairly well, slow and careful, a little too slow, a little too careful. But the 2 memory stages, the 4th and 5th stage we shot, which I think were 16, 17, were probably my best stages, definitely of the day, maybe of the match. Had a good time. Just an enjoyable time, and had a nice dinner, and we kind of went through things in bench race and stuff, and blew Don's head all up because I'm telling him how we did on this stage, or he beat Todd Jarrett on that stage, or whatever, and he's feeling it. You could tell he's kind of amped up, and he knows he's shooting better than he was 6 months ago. He's major improvement, and he brought that to nationals. Unless you can do it in the big show, you can't do it, and he's doing it. So. I got some work left. The big goal for this match, for this nationals, was for me to have a good 3rd day. So we'll see what I can put together tomorrow. I'm gonna stretch and shower and sleep and get some good food tomorrow, and maybe a workout. And we have some goofy stages tomorrow. We have a strong hand weekend. Or a strong hand only, a weak hand only. They're both very short, and they're the 2 stages crammed into one bay. And we have the Wobble Bridge. So we'll see. Stay tuned for more. And part 3 of our after day 2 analysis. Again, treating Todd Jarrett, world champion, many-time national champion, as the heavy in senior LO. I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday or not. I think I did. He put about 15 seconds on me. We're shooting the same schedule. So he put about 15 seconds on me yesterday, and about 15 or 16 today. So In spite of my crash on 18 or whatever our last stage was, in spite of my crash there, which cost me about 6 seconds, I think, 5 seconds anyway. So that I'm taking that as a positive, that I haven't significantly slowed down. I felt slower today, but I haven't significantly slowed down the pace. Again, the reason I came here is for the third day. Want to have a good day tomorrow and see if I can maintain. We have a bunch of little weird choppy stages and weird stuff tomorrow, but yeah, I'm in no danger of winning the match, but it's about self-improvement and turning in my best performance and improving my best performance. So we'll see, but that's something I just looked up. Is I was 15 and change behind yesterday, and I'm an additional 15 and change behind today, which tracks. That makes sense. I mean, it's not 30 seconds extra, but with the exception of the crash on our last stage, I feel like I maintained the same pace, even though I felt slower today. So, is what it is. More to come.